The solid white lines you're not supposed to cross. Obviously, what we say in New York City is riders is every line is just a suggestion, you know, because a motorcycle is not a car, and a motorcycle should never pretend to be a little car. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another vloggy vlog. We are here in Brooklyn, New York, Dumbo, and I'm about to do a vlog about how to be the perfect rider in New York City. What to do, what not to do, and how to stay safe on these streets. First thing you do before you ride a motorcycle, you always check the tire pressure. I can visually tell that the tires are fine. And you also kind of overlook the whole bike, make sure nothing is falling off, everything is fine, and everything is okay. At which point you turn on the bike, and what you do is you make sure your gloves are on, make sure you're comfortable, everything is zipped up, because last thing you want to do is be concerned with like your helmet or anything else while riding your motorcycle. So the bike is in neutral, the kickstand is up. Here we go. Let's turn this bitch on. That's right. So, first things first, we pull out, we make sure nobody's approaching from the left, from the right. Turn signal is on. We slowly release the clutch, give it a little bit of gas, stop at this stop sign, and inch our way. We have about 5-mile ride to Williamsburg, and I'm gonna go local. It's very much important to be in a good mood, to not be freaking out, to be in full control. And as you can tell, right now, I'm holding the bars with both hands and slowly approaching the folks here. So we stop at the stop sign and continue on. I could have stopped there for a little bit longer, but it's all good. Especially on these bumpy streets, you gotta be paying attention to the line. You gotta pay attention to the grass, the potholes, obviously, the glass, whatever, and you sort of just inch your way. Same here. Once again, we continue forward. We're gonna take a right over here and stop, making sure to look left, look right, look for the traffic. Boom, boom. And right now it's getting a little bit cold in New York City, so it's also important to have appropriate gear. You don't want to be freezing, you don't want to be chilly, you don't want to be wondering, or you don't want to be rushing home because you're hot or cold or anything. You want to be able to be content. And it's my right of way here, so I kind of go straight, making sure to not scare anybody with my loud bike. And here we go. We put on our turn signal, we stop at the stop sign. That car is approaching a little bit, so we give it time. It's better to be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? Because we don't know if that car is turning, going straight, or what. You have to presume the worst on these streets. You have to presume that nobody sees you, nobody hears you, nobody knows where you are. And here we go. We stop behind. There's many different ways to do this kind of thing. You know, this fella right here, he is about to do what's called lane splitting, where he is, oh, he's not, look at him, he's doing it by the book. Perhaps he's doing a vlog just like me. But here we go. We're cruising together. What a beautiful day. Now we're heading towards downtown Brooklyn, and this right here is the turn that we're going to take. We'll take a left here, gently, slowly. Even though it's a yellow light right here, it's probably not the best idea for me to have gone, but I noticed the yellow at the last second, so we're chilling. And now we just slowly stay behind the traffic. I don't like staying very close to the car in front of me, just in case of a rear end collision, so you don't get squished. Also, it's a good idea to stay to the left or to the right and not directly behind the car in front of you, because being directly behind the car, That's how you get squished up. And also directly behind, down the middle of the road, that's where all the cars stay and stationary the most, aka that's where all the oil and gas and other things drip. When you see an ambulance, you immediately stop. You have to pull over to the side, let them go. It's so important, because last thing you want to do is have that ambulance be for you and you have selfish people around. The speed limit is 25 miles per hour, so we kind of keep it around 25, 30. No need to speed. You never know when there's a speed camera. For example, I ride with this app called Waze, and in New York City at least, it actually tells you about all the speed cameras and red light cameras, cops, and other important notifications. So this is great. So this with Waze, I actually know that there's a speed camera in 0.2 miles. So in case you do want to commit crimes, you know, like you know, you gun it until you get there, and then you slow down, and there we go. Normally you could gun it, pass them, do this and that. Not worth it. We're gonna kind of stop and look around. It's really unfortunate. There was actually a horrible accident right over here, right up over there by that bus stop. A lady lost her life to an electric bike. A couple was riding two up on this electric bicycle, hit her. Awful. So that's why we don't go in bike lanes, and we especially don't speed in bike lanes. Sometimes it's important. So here we go. We put the bike in neutral, first, and go. I also, you saw me kind of waving my arms around, taking them off controls, explaining things. That is not the way to do it. Don't do it. Just keep your hands on the controls. And slowly but surely, we make our way forward. This is Brooklyn Navy Yards. Shift into second, hold on the clutch, pop the thing up. I do have a quick shifter, but there's no need to use it. A quick shifter works extra good when you're gutting it, when you're on it. But if you're just chilling, it's completely fine. So, just like that. Head on the swivel. You never know, because the danger may come from any direction. The danger could be another car, another motorcycle, moped, especially in New York City with all these delivery bikes, bicycles. Could be just a jaywalker. Could just be a person walking, and they'll mess up your day. Could be anything. Right over here, I believe we could go in the right lane, because we are gonna go straight. So I'm gonna put on the turn signal and move my way to the front. This move is completely legal and completely fine, because we are going straight. See, the turning lane is also to the right and to the left. This person right here, right in front of us, obviously does not have a good grasp on the rules and laws of traffic in New York City, because the line I could see from here, the line is about like a car lane for two ahead, but this person just, you know, they're inexperienced, new, or just don't know any better, and it's totally okay. So we're not gonna make fun of them. Right now I could honk because this person is, you know, like extra slow and scared, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna actually put on my blinker for the left and merge. And now we're slowly but surely merging to the left. And situations like this, it's I could see how one wants to get ahead and be in the middle of the intersection to make sure you make the light, but it's not always the safest, especially not on the motorcycle. See, this person here is going, I'm also going, and we made it, but because I saw that person is stopping. So now we just sort of go forward and enjoy ourselves. As far as that's turning only, we're gonna go straight, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go straight like this. So we stay behind these cars here. The solid white lines you're not supposed to cross. Obviously, what we say in New York City is riders is every line is just a suggestion, you know, because a motorcycle is not a car, and a motorcycle should never pretend to be a little car. You know, you're fluid, you can move around, you use the whole lane, because cars are kind of stuck, you know, unless you're like gonna block two lanes. But a motorcycle can be fluid, it can be all over the place. So technically there was a gap there, and I could do it. But if you want to be pedantic and do it by the rules, I was not allowed to do that. See, for example, this van here is turning left from the right lane like a pure savage, while I continue to go forward. So yeah, but one of the other most important things that I always try to remind people is that a motorcycle is not a car. Don't pretend like it's a car. Don't stand your ground. Don't try to like push somebody or make somebody do something. You're a motorcycle. You're gonna get knocked over and fly away. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you could do to hold your own. Therefore, just stop. And here we're gonna go straight, and eventually there's a lot of advanced moves you could do, because like right here, right now, I could pull up to the left, split, be the first one, because motorcycles, they accelerate the fastest, they brake the fastest, they maneuver the quickest. So there's a million things I could do right now. For me to be here is actually probably more dangerous than anything, because now I can be sandwiched, and the car in front of me is keeping a huge gap, which means they're not gonna have a fast reaction time. So I'm actually wasting double time here by staying back. But that's how it is. We're trying to demonstrate good, smart practice. So look at these folks here. They are pushing their baby strollers into a red no walk sign, because not everybody values their children's lives. I mean, you know, it's hard to value a child's life because you don't know their potential yet. So, you know, I gave them a little a rumble bumble, you know, to scare them. So now we just inch our way. I was actually wrong about this person. They're kind of moving quick. And you also try to predict the moves of other people. Like, for example, the folks in front of me, I could see how they're kind of like to the right a little bit. So this would lead me to believe that perhaps they're taking a right without a turn signal. Maybe not. Maybe they're going to go straight. But you kind of want to anticipate. If you were going on a highway right now and you were kind of like following the car or lane splitting, you always look at the front wheels. And if the front wheels are turning even slightly, you can kind of presume where the car will go. So the whole time I'm checking my mirrors, I'm looking around, making sure everything is adjusted, making sure everything is okay, looking at all the lights, looking at all the people on the sidewalk. And see, like I called it, this person is goofy. Their reaction time is slow. They're probably on their phone. You know, it's shocking how often people are on their phone. So we just kind of go forward here, nice and gentle, especially through a block with a school on it. You don't want to go fast because there's kids frolicking about, and you don't want to be jammed up with that. And here we go. We're gonna go straight, we're gonna reach Broadway, and then we're gonna continue on to our destination. It's actually a really warm day, so I'm actually warmer than I thought, and that is okay. So you always want to scan your dashboard. Like right now, I have over 100 miles of gas. The bike is not overheating. I mean, it's a little bit warm because we're going slow. And you know, you look at the mileage, you look at the temperature, because the last thing you want to do is have some sort of a warning light that you've been ignoring for like half an hour, and then a problem happens. You know, like right now, this person is not even using turn signals, which is stupid, because look, like I'm turning to the left, right? Like I have my turn signal. I use this little lever here to put on my turn signal. So see, this person here, they're actually going straight right now. They're gonna jam directly into the building in front of us. That is a police precinct. I don't remember the number, but let's watch. This person is gonna literally, oh shit, they did put on the turn signal. Okay, they have a turn signal after all, so they're not gonna jam into the building. Good, because otherwise I would imagine that would be a felony, perhaps some sort of other crime. So we take a left, just like so. I should have scanned to the right to make sure they were safe. I didn't, which is a little bit of a dangerous move, but sometimes you gotta take a risk. And this right here, this police precinct is complete garbage. These people don't want to help and they're lazy. And how do I know? Because I needed their help one day, and they helped after 17 requests. That's right. Literally had to keep going back to the precinct asking for help. So if you think a cop is gonna help you, they're not. And for example, right now, normally you could give this person a little honk or two because they're from Jersey, they're scared, they're not familiar with New York City traffic patterns. So we turn on the turn signal and we take a right. We make sure that everybody passes by who needs to pass by, and everything is totally okay. We stop at this red light here. We actually stop on the line. Let's not go through. A lot of people think that the line is up there by the crosswalk, but it's not. It's actually where the white line is. And now we speed up, and we're going 25. Ooh, so we stop at another red light. There's a little bit of a red light central over here, and then ahead we have a stop sign. So now we take a right. This was not the smartest move. We're gonna have to wait. We are gonna have to wait. I, for some reason, thought that we're gonna have something else going on, so here we go. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, New Jersey. You got this. And now, I really, really, really wanna do all the bad things, but we're not. We're gonna take a left here, and you don't want to do it over these bumps. That's why this stuff is here. You take a nice wide curvy turn, and now we pull up. We scan the street again, make sure nobody's coming in. Nope. So we put it into neutral. And the reason why I put it into neutral instead of keeping my hands in control, that way you can just shake off your hands, you can like loosen up a little bit, relax. It's not that serious at all times. Most important part is to not get frustrated, because it's easy to get frustrated. Like, look, this person, they're keeping distances. I don't know why. Perhaps they are selfish, but maybe they're just not intelligent. It's hard to tell. But we're gonna go behind this truck, keeping the distance. The person behind me is double parking in the bicycle lane, which is incredibly dick, but that's what people do. That's what people do. That's why I say, like, right in New York City, you can do whatever you want. There are zero rules. You can take a left, take a right. It doesn't matter. You can go on red lights, go on green lights, go on whatever light you want. None of it matters. It's literally irrelevant. So now we stop here, we kind of observe. Red lights give you a chance to see local businesses. Right now it smells like bacon here, which makes me think that there's probably a bodega. Yep, right there, there's a bodega in a corner. Bodegas always smell like bacon, always. And here, we're gonna go to the next block, because I know for a fact that this block is extra busy, so we're gonna skip it. Grand is awful. There's extra red lights, extra stop signs, extra pedestrians. So we skip that block for lack of its excitement. And we kind of look, we see. I always pay attention to the red light and the crosswalk signals, so that way I have an idea how soon I will have to be active and get on the controls and move. So we're gonna do another block here, and then I'm gonna take a right and then take a left and get my way out of here. And see those folks right there? That's a moped, a delivery moped with a license plate in the bicycle lane, and that's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Here we go. This is by far the longest commute. See, like right now I'm actually kind of being a little bit dangerous in the way that I am pretending that I'm a little car. You know, I'm literally pretending like I am a small little car, And that is not smart. That is not smart. Here we go. Next turn, I'm gonna take a right. Even though we're getting really close. So here we go. Let's take a right here. Here we go. Turn signal on. I have self-canceling turn signals, so technically I could just like let it turn off. Let's actually see. Yep, see, it turned off. But it's an important thing to remember to cancel your turn signal, because last thing you want to do is confuse the people behind you as to your movements. Here we go. We're gonna stop here, keep it in first gear, hands on the controls, and now we slowly but surely take off. Always looking around, always scanning about. This is the Lorimer stop. It's a cute little place right there. This is a stop sign, so we stop at it. See? You just kind of take your time. You know what I mean? There's no reason to be intimidated. There's no reason to be scared. There's no reason to be any of that silly stuff. I see the car behind me. I see the cars in front of me. A lot of times, the problem with the motorcycle is that you're so down low and so small. Like, for example, I don't see what's happening in front of this truck. So I'm kind of just like sitting here getting frustrated. Normally on the bike, I would like swing around to the left here, right? And explore and see, because a lot of people are selfish. People are just selfish there. They could literally be like picking their nose and fucking doing whatever, right? And like this guy could be turning, could be going straight, could be anything. But right now, we're just at mercy. This driver is obviously a new driver, because there's no way in hell it takes that long to fucking cross a road. And see, like you kind of look around to see what's happening, but there's nothing you can do. If you're stuck, you're stuck. It's also 4 p.m. on a Thursday, so people are coming home from work. They're frustrated, they're tired. Can't blame them. Can't really blame them. And now we kind of just wait for the red light right there, after which we will take a left. I'm actually going to put on a turn signal now to start signaling for the people to know that I'm about to leave here. This is actually a lot more frustrating than I thought it would be, but that's life. That's life. Look at this. That's cute. We got like a little motorcycle here, a little Triumph, or no, 2 little Harleys. And right now we're gonna take a left over here. Everything is good. Our turn signal is on. We're scanning the area. Here we go. No need to speed. Arrive, apply both brakes the whole time, every time. Front and rear brake at the same time. Consistent. Good practice. Smart practice. See, I'm never revving, never sending it, just chilling. My beautiful bike has 21,628 miles. This baby is ripe. Ripe for the picking. My boy is riding a bicycle on a sidewalk because he's definitely from out of town. People in New York City don't ride on a sidewalk. It's actually illegal. It's actually a $50 ticket. I've gotten a couple of those, but when I got those tickets, I was actually like hopping around on a sidewalk. I was like bunny hopping shit. I wasn't just commuting on a sidewalk. That's rude. Sidewalks are for people. They're not for motorcycles. They're not for bicycles. Certainly not for cars. Certainly not for parking your motorcycle. If your motorcycle is so precious that you gotta park it on the sidewalk, you are a bitch. That's right, I said it. Park your stupid bike on the freaking road, on the street, like you're supposed to. Back it in, you know. Don't park it on the sidewalk like you freaking nerd. It's not a bicycle, it's a motorcycle. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. Preaching. There we go. Especially around school, gotta slow down. Give people the right of way. There we go. There we are. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for somebody. Ride safe.